Glenbard West High School, Week 6. When the Hilltoppers play at home, it's kind of a big deal. They march, as they always do on Saturday afternoons, down the hill of Crescent Boulevard to Deshawn. This week, Justice Odom and company had the task of defending their perfect 5-0 record against a conference adversary. With a record of 3-2, the Panthers of Proviso West stepped off the bus looking to gain a little more than just a victory.
1, 2, 3, bring back!
Of course, both those things wouldn't come easy. They would have to be earned on the road against the number 2 ranked team in the state. CN100 invites you to step inside our game of the week as the Hilltoppers host the Panthers in Week 6.
Great to have you with us here on CN100. I'm Perry Williams, joined by Jack McInerney, and starting with the visitors, Proviso West. Each and every week, you know they're going to come out and play hard. They have a record of 3-2 this season.
They're one of those teams that's been on the cusp for many years. Last 2 years now, they've been in the playoffs. This is another year where they're right there. They need to win the next few ball games to have a chance to get into the playoffs. They're certainly capable of doing that.
What?
And let's talk about Glenbard West. Talk about on the verge. They have really been knocking on the door toward a state championship. Fallen short because they run into Wheaton Warrenville South the last couple of years. But here they are, 5-0 and ranked number 2 in the state.
Well, they are, and the tradition here has been incredible. Their record over the last 4 years is 40-4. Now, that's a tremendous record to have, obviously, and Wheaton South has been their nemesis, but I don't think they're going to have that problem with them this year.
Okay, let's talk about some of the key players you'll see here today. And for quarterback for the Panthers, that's Quincy Cole.
Quincy Cole's a special athlete. He can run, he can throw. What he does is he extends plays. There could be problems, but by his feet, he can create dissension downfield and get the receivers open. He's a real threat that Glenbard West is really going to have to contend with.
And for the Hilltoppers, it's the Penn State recruit, Tommy Shutt.
How many guys do you know that are 6'3", 290 and wear number 10?
Right.
He's a special player. He actually started out as a running back as a freshman, but he's a far cry from that now. He's a special player. He'll be all over the field this afternoon.
So there you have it. It is homecoming, a great day for football. The Panthers and Hilltoppers.
The stage was set. Glenbard West won the coin toss and elected to defer. Their defense would be on the field first. A defense that allowed just 7 first downs in a 41-6 victory a week earlier to Oak Park. Head coach Famous Hilbert's Panthers outscored their opponents 187-30 this season. But the pressure by Shutt and company were too much for Proviso West to handle on their first series. The Panthers were forced to punt. Quarterback Justice Odom has proven his arm can be a dangerous weapon. But what makes him so tough to defend? His ability to run. If it wasn't for a misstep on the sideline inside the 5, Justice Odom would have scored a touchdown. But Glenbard West wouldn't have to wait long.
He stepped out of bounds.
After a false start that put the Hilltoppers on the 10-yard line, the give went to junior running back Kendall Johnson.
Kendall Johnson takes it in from 10 yards out. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
At the top of your screen, coming right in, right there. There's their key block right there that allows him then to get upfield and cut back against the grain and take it in for 6.
Big runs by Johnson and Odom put Glenbard West up 7-0. The Hilltoppers were off and rolling.
That was great patience by you. You sat there, you read it, they ran into each other. Just stay skinny.
Things wouldn't get any easier for the Panthers offensively. They struggled to rush the ball, and every time Quincy Cole looked to throw, number 10, Tommy Shutt, was right there. It wasn't a safety, but the defense of Glenbard West provided the offense with excellent field position. For Quincy Cole and the Panthers, frustration was building.
Pick it up. We got it. Defense out there doing their thing. We got to do ours.
With 17 seconds left in the first, Odom rolled out and found Kendall Johnson for a 21-yard touchdown reception.
Got a man in the open.
Wide open, and a great catch with a touchdown by Johnson.
The catch gave the Hilltoppers and head coach Chad Hetlett a 13-0 lead after 1 quarter.
By that quarterback. Okay, linebacker be physical.
Quincy Cole's struggles continued to start the second. His first pass was intercepted by defensive back Mike Marston and quickly turned into 3 points by Dan Cavazos.
Cavazos' kick is good.
The Hilltoppers' defense, nicknamed the Dark Side, was still pitching a shutout. In fact, the Hilltoppers hadn't even given up a first down. The football team is also known as the Hitters, and not just because it says so on the jersey. Proviso West, once again, had to punt.
Was there anybody out here today? So then why go up there? Help out here.
Meanwhile, Justice Odom kept the wheels turning offensively. A screen pass got senior Dan Keel into the mix, and the Hilltoppers were again knocking on the door of the Panthers. Joe Zito's 5-yard touchdown run gave the Hilltoppers a 23-0 lead. But it didn't stay that way for long.
And the ball pops up and it's picked off. And still on his feet is Marston. Marston is in for the touchdown. Matt Marston gets the deflection and returns it for the score.
Matt Marston's pick six made the score 30-0 Glenbard West. And not to be outdone by his twin brother, Mike Marston nabbed his second interception of the day just before halftime to keep the hitters' shutout intact. The look on both sidelines tell the tale. At halftime, Glenbard West 30, Proviso West 0. 15 yards and 3 turnovers for Cole, and a comfortable lead for the hitters.
Halftime.
The mood on the Hilltopper sideline quickly changed once the second half began. On the first play from scrimmage, Justice Odom decided to tuck and run. He fumbled and remained under the scrum as the fight for the ball continued. After the pile was peeled away, 2 things would be revealed. 1, Proviso West had recovered the fumble, which would be the least of the hitters' worries because of the second outcome. Justice Odom was injured. It was clear the quarterback was in pain. The severity of the injury to his left knee was uncertain, but a measure to any team's greatness is how well they deal with adversity. It seemed the dark side dealt with it just fine. In a flash, the ball was back into the hands of the offense, which meant the hands of the junior backup quarterback, Henry Hafner, on his first throw.
And now going to the air and going long and has a man. And it's intercepted. Picked up at the 40. And a big return for the Panthers. And it's a touchdown for Proviso West.
And that's just a junior mistake. He doesn't get a lot of playing time. He's only thrown 5 passes prior to that throw. Kevin Jamison, the free safety, had a lot to do with that interception right there.
First interception of the season for Glenbard West. And here we are in Game 6. So Glenbard West with a tough start of this second half.
2 turnovers and an injured quarterback. A tough start would be an understatement, especially for Odom.
Trade the 229 knock and call 6 crack.
But Hafner's second go-around was certainly better than the first. He only went to the air twice, but his next 2 attempts were completions, both to junior wideout Nathan Marcus for a total of 28 yards. A victory in itself for Hafner. But with Odom out, it was up to the offensive line to open holes for their 3-headed monster in the backfield. Joe Zito, Kendall Johnson, and Avery Bailoff combined for 164 yards on the ground. Zito's second touchdown of the day extended the Hilltopper lead back to 30. But with Odom's health in question, the celebration was muffled. Zito soon added his 3rd touchdown of the game and would finish with the team leading 70 yards rushing. The Hilltoppers' dominance over the Panthers continued in the 4th. Proviso West would drop to 3-3. The homecoming victory put Glenbard West at 6-0, but moving forward, the left knee of Justice Odom was a definite concern. 51-13 would be the final score.
Good luck.
But the game day wouldn't conclude until both coaches shared their final
When you
thoughts.
start getting this point in the season, you have adversity, and we're going to face some adversity. There's probably no way in the world, whatever Justice's element to his knee is going to be, that he's going to be playing on Friday, okay? Something you got to assume or anticipate, so we got to pick up the slack for him, okay?
That was one heck of a football team. As I'm sure you already know, we play our best, we play with them.
We got to step up as a team, and we all got to pick him up, and we'll get him back when we can get him back. But until that time, we got to step up and do some things a little bit better.
3 games left on the regular season schedule. Win all 3, guarantee the playoff spot. It is as simple as that. Let's get it up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Have a good time tonight. Enjoy it. Okay, don't hurt yourself on the dance floor, all right? Congratulations on the homecoming win.